South African economy has sustained a severe setback due to the government implementing COVID-19 lockdown across the country. Over 3 million jobs have been lost due to the pandemic, and women constitute almost 2 million of the people affected. However, a clothing bank in Cape Town has opened its doors to women who want to start their own businesses. More in this report.
South Africa's economy took a devastating blow during the COVID-19 lockdown, but women have been left worse off than men.
In April, which was the first month of total lockdown, so everything was shut down except for essential services. Of the 3 million jobs that were lost, just under 2 million belonged to women.
The clothing bank in Cape Town, which helps females start their own businesses, had hundreds of women flock to their doors in a desperate search for work.
We've really got a lot of applications. We had to turn the applications to doing them online because of the protocols, the COVID protocols. But there is a crisis out there. So we had to in fact start a whole food scheme during the lockdown because we were really getting a lot of requests from people saying, please, can you do something, please help us.
The bank was only able to accommodate some of the women who had nowhere else to turn.
A lot of companies closed, and especially in the area where I live, most of our women works in clothing factories, and they were very hard hit in terms of companies closing and never actually opened after we went back to level 3. Most of our women in our areas is single parents, dependent on the social grant.
I'm a mother of one child, a son, and I'm unemployed. I'm at the clothing blanket at the moment as a trainee. It's really stressful. You feel small because you can't provide for your family, especially for my child. You can't pay school fees, you can't pay transport, you have to rely on someone else.
Women have suffered the brunt of the COVID-19 pandemic, raising concerns that gender inequalities in the labour market have worsened.
So your level of education is affecting how COVID is impacting you. So people with less than 12 years of education have been the highest hit in terms of job losses. This again goes to our history because of the inequalities in terms of education, inequalities in terms of access.
There's been huge progress in South Africa over the last 20 years to include women in the job market and elevate them to management positions. But many of those gains are being eroded by the marathon lockdown.